How's it going, everyone? It's Derek Lamrew, and today we're going to talk about some custom grip carts that I built. A little bit of a backstory: where I live, there's not many custom grip cart options. There's not a lot of head carts. Most of the stuff is built into trucks, at least on the 1 and 2 ton packages. And I saw a couple options online before I decided to build my own, and I was like, you know what? Trying to ship those to Canada, it's expensive. I also, it doesn't have everything that I want on it. So that's when I decided that I would reach out to a local fabricator and try to begin the process of designing my own cart. Before I did all that, I needed to know exactly what I wanted in the cart. That's where I spent a couple weeks just like in my office here, putting together what items I think could build up a cart. In hindsight, I wish I would have maybe built the cart out of wood or something else so that I could have done a little bit more trial and error. But luckily, when I found the fabricator that I went with for it, he helped me scan all of our parts and put them into, a CAD software, and we could 3D model the whole cart. This obviously comes at an expense. So it was a learning process for me, but it was the only way that I was going to be able to visualize what the cart could look like. So the most important things to me on the cart was I had a cart that could almost hold everything that I wanted for a small shoot. And that cart would be wheeled into my trailer. It could wheel offset. It could wheel into a studio, but everything mostly would be on that cart. So what actually fits on this cart? Well, on the top of the cart, we have room for 8 C-stands, which usually I have 6 40s and 2 20s. Below that, we have a spot for 6 apple boxes, 6 full-size apple boxes. What I usually do is put 4 nesting and 2 full-size in there. That usually covers me for any shoot. I also keep a couple of spare sound blankets on the cart as well. Below the apple boxes, I have 6 milk crates. In the milk crates, we have lollipops, so our bigger grip heads, our regular normal size grip heads. In the other milk crate, we have Cardellinis and Maverick clamps. I have pony clamps in one of the other milk crates. I have my frame ears and sleeves and quarters in one of the other milk crates. And then the other milk crates kind of flex depending on the shoe, whether it be cribbing, whether it be track wedges, whether it be extension cords, whether it be tennis balls. The milk crates don't slide out. You have to slightly lift them and then pull them out because we welded a little bit of a lip on the edge so that we didn't have to strap the milk crates in. They could always just live in there and they would never pop out while we were driving. So that little welded lip is really nice for that. On the front of the cart, I keep 4-foot 1x1 pipes. We use this to build 2 different 8x8 frames. So yes, I have 8-foot pipe and speed rail, and we can use all that. But the idea was on this cart, I wanted to be able to have 8x frames that we could build that lived in the same footprint of this cart. On the front of the cart, I also built in a drawer. So this is where I can hold the baby pins, sealing scissors, 2K adapters. We put some gels in there sometimes. It really is just a mixed drawer to put everything miscellaneous in that we don't want to be in milk crates. And then you'll also notice this swing down door that I built. It's on fishing wire and it gets magnetized up to the top. We built this as like a work platform. You can use it, but it was also a really good way to hold in the apple boxes so that we didn't have to strap them every time and that they didn't fall out. On the side of that, and that little slide out is our options for 4x4s. So this cart holds approximately 10 to 13 4x4s. Right now I have 10 4x4s on there and then a couple of 18x24s. I usually keep 2 neg floppies, a neg ultra bounce floppy that's reversible, a muslin floppy, half grid, quarter grid, full grid, single net, double net, and then a little bit of extra depending on what it is, and maybe some empty frame. The cart does have 2 swivel wheels and 2 fixed wheels. Sometimes when I'm in really tight spaces, I wish they all had swivel wheels, but honestly, trying to push a cart with 4 swivel wheels is super challenging. So this one is really nice because you can just push it, go in a long direction, and it's fine. We built handles on the front side and then 2 double handles on the back side. That makes it easy to push from both directions, or if you have 2 people guiding the cart, a person on each side has a handle. There's also room, in those spots at the front for extra grip arms. We even put like a 2K boom in there sometimes. It really is versatile depending on what you're using it for. This cart was a very good first option for me when building a cart. The downsides of this cart are it is extremely heavy. It's too heavy! So if you're pushing this by yourself up a hill, good luck. It probably weighs about 800 pounds fully loaded. It's really great if you're going a long distance or you're in a studio, everything's all together. I've had people comment when they rent this cart, they're like, oh, we loved having everything all together. But when you're trying to move multiple things or you don't need everything that's on the cart, that's where I think a small cart could be better, and why I'm working on a redesign of this cart to break this cart down into a couple different variations, but also, have the same amount of gear, but just in multiple carts. If you like this video and want to see more videos about grip and building carts and rentals, make sure you tap that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.